Hi, this is Joe Navarro, and welcome back to my channel. One of the things that we seem to have forgotten in this modern age is the primacy of emotions. A lot of times, especially in business, we think about, don't be too emotional. Or we say that emotions have nothing to do with negotiations, or that we shouldn't get emotional at a meeting and so forth. The fact of the matter is that for us humans, Homo sapiens, emotions have primacy. I'll give you an example. Have you ever been in an argument and after the argument is over, maybe an hour later, you remember all the clever lines that you should have said, but during that argument, those lines just escaped you? Or when you're stressed, you can't even find the keys that may be in the other pocket in your pants. And you say, how is that possible? Stress, anxiety, tension, those things go to the emotional side of the brain. Deep within the brain, there's an exquisitely elegant area that deals with emotions. And this is what keeps us alive, right? You see a tiger or a lion or a speeding car and you freeze. This has preserved us as a species. It reacts to the world. It does not think about the world. The efficacy of it is how quick it works. But it's an emotion. Suddenly we're scared, and now we are frozen stiff. That keeps us from running, which when archaic humans were around, they would be surrounded by lions, tigers, and hyenas that would run after them if they ran. So emotions are part of our DNA, and they are very useful. How does that apply to a business setting or even at home? What we have to recognize is that we all display emotions differently. Someone may come to work distraught because they've lost a family member or something has happened to their family. You don't know what that may be, but that emotion that is at work on their brain is having primacy, and it will affect their thinking, their logic, even their response time, as well as some of their behaviors. And while it would be great to say, we could just hit a switch, humans don't have magical switches. We are not a faucet that you can suddenly switch the emotions off. What we can do is recognize when someone is having negative emotions, when something is affecting others. And what a great opportunity it is for us to intervene or make ourselves available or ask, are you okay? Do you need something? Maybe you shouldn't be here. Why don't you go home? Whatever is needed. But never assume that logic must always come before emotions, because we would not be here as a species if it wasn't the other way around. That emotions must come first. That emotions do take care of us. That they do have primacy. And all those things that we attach to emotions, such as, when somebody is hungry and upset at the same time, we say they're hangry. That is part of being human. That the biological priority is making us upset and irritable and so forth. As well as anything that might happen on the way to school, or just coming into the office. Maybe you had a flat tire. Maybe you couldn't find parking and you're late. Any number of things that can be upsetting. Take time to heal. And you have to recognize it in yourself, and those around you should be magnanimous and recognize that emotions always have priority. Now, that doesn't mean we bend over backwards and allow people to throw tantrums and be hysterical. But what it does permit us to do is to be understanding, so that we may be of assistance to others, so that we can be stalwarts for others, so that we can guide others with the understanding that emotions will have primacy, that in time the person will calm down, and that we can assist them in that process, and that it doesn't benefit us to overload them cognitively at a time when they are at an emotional deficit. So I hope you'll consider that. Thank you for subscribing to this channel, and I hope to share more information with you in the future. Thank you.